Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we're going back into TikTok with same address, same food, same restaurant. TikToker says Doordash tried charging different service fees for identical orders. I stopped ordering from those apps. The fees are more than food. That's right. Just after we got done talking about why a customer does order on Doordash, on Uber Eats, on Grubhub, we got one that is exposing Doordash for fees that are generated from an random number generator at this point. Or at least it seems that way based on what the TikTok is showing. So with that said, I want to go over what she's saying. I want to go over how it actually is. And without further ado, let's get started. A viral TikTok shows how Doordash allegedly tried to charge one woman and her fiance different fees despite having identical orders from one restaurant to the same address. TikToker Bougie Cheapskate posted a video earlier this week showing the price discrepancy. Her TikTok has since reached over 125,000 views. Things you do for content, huh? Well, first off, her TikTok as well as her profile are going to be in the description as usual to give her credit for the actual TikTok. So what she did based on what it's describing, her and her fiance, I'm assuming they live together. So they're going to the same place from the same restaurant, ordering the same exact food, and they're charging one person one thing and the other person another thing. That's already interesting right off the bat. It's almost as if either you're being charged based on your profile, like who you are as a person, or you're being charged based on well, let's be honest, a random number generator. Can you challenge it with inflation's a thing? Yeah, but I don't think it applies to these types of hidden fees. It's the same time. It's the same order. It's not like there was a flux in time. It's the exact same order. In the video, Bougie Cheapskate explained that she and her fiance were racing to make the same order on Doordash. When they both reached checkout, they realized that her fiance had been charged a lower service fee. They refreshed their apps and reordered, but this time they were charged different delivery fees. They were both racing to make the same order on Doordash. It sounds like something a content creator would do. Her name sounds like someone who is a well-versed content creator would do. One person was charged $11.49 with delivery fees, and estimated tax. The other person was charged $14.33 with just fees and estimated tax. So one person was charged much more in comparison, like a couple dollars. It's one thing if it's like change discrepancy, like that happens every now and then. That's a full few dollars, and that can make or break the difference of the actual order. I just think it was a little bit shady that two different people can be charged two different prices for the same food delivered to the same address, the TikToker says in the video. All in all, just be sure that you're double checking when you're checking out that all your fees and everything are correct. I mean, if you don't even know what the fees are, because, let's be honest, they're not exactly transparent with what those fees actually are. How can you be sure that everything is correct? You know how Doordash likes to steal from people. Bougie Cheapskate adds that Doordash was very polite and receptive when she shared her concerns, though she said the app's representative was unable to explain the different fees to her. They don't even know themselves half the time, because, let's be honest, they're just trying to get you on and off the phone as quickly as possible, or on and off the chat, or whatever. They don't want to actually do their job. They're kind of known for being the shadiest people on planet Earth. Many commenters were critical of Doordash and other food delivery apps. Several said they no longer order from such apps because of these fees. Yeah, I don't blame people, and I know we just spoke about how people were utilizing the app because of the value of the convenience, but sometimes it really is more than it's actually worth. I remember there was a story not too long ago. I should have made a video about it. Someone was charged $13 for a bottle of soda. Not like a 2-liter bottle, mind you, a 20-ounce bottle of soda. Orange soda, Fanta. I don't care what anybody says. There is no soda worth that much. ever. This happens to me all the time, one user commented. I hate it, so I never order. I stopped ordering from those apps. The fees are more than the food, another commenter wrote. I could save so much driving 5-6 minutes for pickup. I was actually talking about this yesterday, where I love Blaze Pizza. I live alone. I'm living on my own. I don't have any family or anything like that at the moment. So when I go out to eat, I'm eating alone. I don't feel there's a need to get my food delivered. I can literally save $15 on a $10 order to drive to Blaze Pizza. Not even place it online. Order it, have them make it, pick up, and go. And I'm not only saving more time, I'm saving energy and stress. So overall, I think this is a good point that she's bringing up, because I'm not paying $25 for a $10 item. Some commenters criticized other pricing practices on delivery apps. They need to be regulated, one user commented. A burrito from Chipotle is $11.50 when you walk in. Order the same thing, it's $23 on Grubhub. That's exactly the point I was trying to make. If you're trying to just order food for yourself and that's it, this doesn't make sense. Like, if you're a family and you're trying to get food for a lot of people, but you want to spend time with family, or you got other things that you got to try to do with the time you're actually committing to where it actually doesn't make sense for you to actually leave what you're doing to actually order, then it actually makes sense to use these services. But it doesn't make sense at all in this particular case. Doordash also usually has higher prices for food items rather than the restaurant website or other apps, one user wrote. That is another challenge that happens with pretty much every restaurant. I don't think I could think of one to where they didn't hike prices at all. So many ways these companies are making money. It's insane. And yet drivers don't even get an ounce of that. We get breadcrumbs in comparison. This isn't the first time delivery apps have come under fire for service fees. Last month, a lawsuit was filed against DoorDash over hidden delivery fees. Last year, the city of Chicago sued DoorDash and Grubhub for misleading fees and hidden markups, the Counter report. This has become such an issue to where especially during inflationary times, by the way, does it even make sense to order on any of these apps when you could call ahead, get the same food for pretty much $15 less? I mean, keep in mind, I am speaking from the perspective of a DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub driver. I understand. You probably shouldn't order it if it doesn't actually make sense to. I mean, I don't know if we're going to reach the point where lawsuits are going to happen left, right, and center, but it's still something to consider. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. This person did a pretty interesting review. It makes me wonder how their fees and estimated taxes actually work. Are there actual parameters for fees and estimated taxes? Is this like you get a certain range and depending on the time of the day or whatever, the fees and taxes are treated differently? Do we even want to experiment to find out? Because that was something I was thinking about when I saw this. I was like, does it matter? It amazes me how much some of these charges can be and how much people are willing to pay for it. There's a few things we can learn from this as drivers. There's always going to be a market for convenience. Yesterday's video where I talked about the girl who had food delivered from across the street, that girl proved that there's always going to be a market for convenience. During inflationary times where finances are, well, let's just say challenging to hold on to, we've seen the gas prices. Does ordering on any app, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub, make sense anymore? What should we do about it? Diversify, diversify, diversify. Because if people are going to step away from apps like this, some people just can't afford it. Keep putting our energies towards that side business that I keep telling you guys you gotta start working on. Keep trying to look for alternative opportunities that you don't need to depend on any one of these apps. Or really, you shouldn't depend on any one source of income for anything. Let's be honest, if you're working a 9 to 5, it's irresponsible to just take the paycheck and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.